She's helped out in a lot of ways in terms of gun rights and other issues. But she also has her gun range down there in Hot Springs, and that's one of the targets you can get over there. And I was there when she got the Jan Morgan AR-15. The company custom built a rifle for her. It's got the American flag. I think it's decaled with the American flag, and I think it has her name on it. But you can check her out, her page for that. But I put a bunch of holes in Osama. I missed him a few times. A bullet, I think, a few times got past his ear, but most of the group in there was pretty good. I've gotten to where I can, with a rifle, do pretty good at. I usually can take down deer at about 100 yards pretty conveniently. But anyway, back to what I was talking about. Margaret Sanger's plan is killed off millions of blacks. Black Lives Matter. If Black Lives Matter, they would be there. Hey, Bruce, just talk about one of your main issues. I have seen a few blacks out there, mainly Pastor Justin Lee. He's been out there advocating for the unborn. His wife's been out there. A few other black activists. Pastor Iverson Jackson, who's talked about this issue. But for the most part, most of the black politicians, black leaders, they don't show up. They don't care. And when you try to bring these issues up regarding Black Lives Matter, they get all uppity and ignorant and angry over it. They get pissed off. They get angry if you ever say all lives matter. Somehow that's racist. They get mad if you ever bring up the fact that police killing black people is not the number one problem. It's not even nowhere near the number one problem. And it's a lie to claim that it is, or act like the number one problem facing blacks is racist cops. That's just not true. You're far more likely to, George Floyd was far more likely to be killed by a drunk illegal alien or some dude getting a shooting over cocaine, or more likely to have been aborted than be killed by Derek Chauvin. That's just statistically the same way with Trayvon Martin, every one of them. And of course, Trayvon Martin, this story of him, for those who don't know, I think he was either 17 or 18 kid walking home. He was on something. He had a record. And I think he was on something called drink or marijuana or a mixture of the two. And a half Hispanic a community organizer named George Zimmerman followed him in his truck, did neighborhood watch thing, was right to call the police because Trayvon Martin was suspicious, and then got out of his truck to confront him, which he should not have done. Yeah, that was a stupid thing to do. Trayvon Martin, thinking that George Zimmerman was probably a stalker and possibly a gay stalker, tackled him and tried to kill him by slamming his head into the concrete. George Zimmerman pulled out a .380 and shot him in the heart. And killed him. Not at the moment. If you go to Every 20 Seconds, Bria, there's a group called every20seconds.org, and they have chapters in a few states, but they keep up with when the abortion clinic is open. Usually it's open like every other Saturday. They were open for Good Friday. They violated the COVID-19 regulations that Asa Hutchinson put in place. And a matter of fact, for several days, Asa Hutchinson's Arkansas Health Department gave them a pass, wouldn't enforce the law like they did with the concert by threatening with the police. And it took activists like myself and state legislatures to actually put those in place. And I think they're still open for chemical abortions. And of course, there are other procedures that they claim they're the only groups that can do, like exams. Hey, Julia. Hope everything went well with all the conventions. I know the Republican Party of Arkansas had several district conventions. Hope everything also goes well with the headquarters there, because I know some of the BLM, they attacked the Democrat headquarters. I don't think they made it to 6 and Cross, where the Republican headquarters didn't vandalize it. But anyway, if you go to, they may have a protest tomorrow. If you sign up for them at every20seconds.org, They will give an update of when the abortion clinic is going to be open. Usually, I want to say they're open like on Tuesdays and Thursdays, and then Saturday. They may have reduced their time because they are not allowed to do surgical abortions, and hopefully they're being stopped from doing that. It wouldn't surprise me if they were doing it illegally, because they have no morals. They've been caught doing everything else. They've been caught cheating on their taxes. They've been caught protecting statutory rapists. They've been caught, they've been negligent in terms of causing people to die, women to die, mothers to die, in addition to children. The ambulance has been out there several times, just in the Little Rock one. Of course, they got caught supporting evil people like that serial killer out there in Pennsylvania. Not Tiller, but the other one. The one that got arrested for, negligent malpractice and, several other acts. The black guy. I can't remember his name. They had a movie about him. But again, where was Black Lives Matter when that guy was killing people? Yeah, he was a serial killer. He wasn't just aborting. He had collected fetuses. I think he had like their feet or other body parts. Sanitation was horrible. At least 2 people. Gosnell. Yeah, it was Gosnell. That's where Black Lives Matter should have been. If Black Lives Matter actually cared about black lives, they would have protesting Gosnell. They would have protested him before he got caught, and certainly would have been protesting him afterwards. And the media wouldn't have been forced to be there and cover the trial. This is Kenny Wallace. I'm on Facebook. Under this stream, you can like, share, and comment. Hit the there should be a notification button you can hit. I'm also on YouTube, Keep Arkansas Legal. YouTube, Keep Arkansas Legal. I'm on Parler and Gab, which are alternative media sites. I'm YouTube live streaming this right now. And then I don't have any followers on there, at least local ones. And then I'm on Twitter, Kenny_NLR, but I haven't used it as much. But I'm talking about, BLM, and I honestly would like to ask them. I think they should all be asked this by every media outlet. Do you care about black lives, or do you care about hating whites, America, and Trump? Which one is it? And we have a lot of fake people and organizations that do the same thing. Sadly, we have a lot of fake Christians that do the same thing. They call themselves Christians, but they don't have a relationship. They don't take a stand. They don't do anything to advance the kingdom of God. We have these fake environmentalist groups that, say, oh, we're about the environment, and then they let Solyndra, waste millions of dollars on a solar panel scam, and then solar panels that are things that are supposed to save us from climate change are being thrown in the dumpster. They don't care. We have a lot of fake people, fake organizations that claim to be something or not. We have these hedonist anarchist people that think if we legalize drugs and disband the military, will somehow everything will be okay. They call themselves libertarians. They claim they're better for gun rights and taxes than conservative Republicans, but when it comes to actually debates on those issues, they're rarely around. Of course, we have Republicans in name only called rhinos, and they like to pretend to be conservative, brag about how conservative they are. They have to get the Chamber of Commerce to pay for slick mailers and have PR gurus come out and dress them up with gun uniforms and maybe some